Indiana Latino Expo Show. Segmento de Axis.
Welcome everyone to the Axis segment. My name is Fabio Yataco, a steering committee member for the Axis program. It's such an honor to be here with you all today. And today we have Luisa Macer. Thank you, Luisa, for being here. Luisa is the community engagement and fan engagement manager for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So Luisa, thank you so much for being here today.
Gracias, Fabio.
So Luisa, you were cohort 3.
2.
Cohort 2,
Yes.
okay, of the Axis program.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your experience and kind of first tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'd love to share and kind of about your experience.
Of course. Well, thank you for having me here. I serve as a community outreach and fan engagement manager for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and in that role, it's really critical to get a touch point with their fan base and really engage them and get out to the community. Along with my work at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I also serve on the Prospanica Board of Directors. I'm involved with the Immigrant Welcome Center and the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Indiana. So as you can see, community is a big aspect of who I am and the work that I do professionally and personally.
Yes. For a side note, Luisa and I actually went to high school together, so it's really great. Shout out to Ben Davis. But it's really great to see how you've been able to grow and develop, and now being a community leader, it's really great to see. So I'm proud of you.
Absolutely.
And
thank you.
Congratulations on all your recent achievements. So yeah, about Axis. How has Axis been for you? What was one of the takeaways you got from Axis? We can start just with your experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think the Indianapolis community is so good at being such a tight-knit community, but as Latinos, we're far and few when it comes to being in positions of leadership. So I think that's what Access really allowed, is to allow these Latino leaders to flourish, but find connections within their own groups, right?
Right.
And so I was able to connect with individuals that may have heard my name or may have had connections one way to another. So really, it allowed me to flourish within this community, but I think it also helped me develop skills that I thought I didn't have, and as well as also just kind of, also be proud of the work that I have done in order to go for other positions, other board positions, other community opportunities that I don't think Access would have given me the strength or to feel empowered to do such, being a Latino woman. Because sometimes you do feel like it's like such a minority, but Access really empowers you to kind of own who you are, own your skill set, and make sure you're putting your worth when you're out in the community.
Exactly, 100%. I think Access, every cohort is different and unique, but everybody gets that sense of community and that sense of empowerment. So can you share a little bit about one of the things that you remember fondly of, a moment that really impacted you throughout the program, that you still, to this day, a lesson that you were able to learn that continues to help you navigate this professional setting that you're in right now? Yeah,
I think the most memorable session was when we had Blake Johnson. So Blake Johnson is one of our state rep representatives, and I think him voicing the importance of voicing your opinions, voicing what you care about, especially in today's world, is ever more important. And the fact that he was very open and blunt about making sure you're connecting with your state representatives to voice that change, whether we want to bring change to our immigrant communities or whether your own personal testimonies as an immigrant, as a Latina, can help shape the future of our community. So that was really impactful. I think we also had a session about kind of knowing or finding your strengths. I think it's always a good reminder of what your strengths are, because sometimes you kind of tend to forget in the midst of just the busyness and the everyday. So also just figuring out what your strengths are. And I think one of the most lessons I didn't think was valuable then, but now looking back at it, I'm like, wow, thank you for that lesson, was the session just a refresher about LinkedIn and knowing how to use your LinkedIn, knowing what's important within your profile, because that has really kind of shaped and tailored to be able to tell my story digitally, whether someone just needs to find me on social media. So that was a good reminder of how important it is to take some time to really tailor it, to customize to who you are. Yeah, talking about your professional brand and how to amplify just who you are and what you do in the community. So no, that's great. If you were to share a few words of encouragement or just a piece of advice to any young professional looking to apply to the Access program, what would you say to them? I would say be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I think it's a great opportunity to start building your own board of directors. I'm a big believer in that everyone needs to have their own board of directors. And these can be people that at any moment's notice you can call, you can ask for advice, you can ask for recommendation, because you never know how you're going to use this group of people. And I've been very blessed that in my cohort, I've been able to still really connect with these individuals, and I can call anyone at any moment's notice, for even if it's for a favor, a quick recommendation. So I would say really make sure that once you get in the program, utilize the resources that are given to you, but also just don't be afraid of applying. Don't feel like just because you don't have, X, Y, and Z on your resume doesn't mean you don't qualify. Like, apply for it, go for it, because you just don't know what opportunities may exist once you're in the cohort.
100%. You miss all the chances you don't take.
Exactly.
Right? So just apply. For anybody interested in applying, applications are open until October 1st, and you can visit the IndianaLatinoExpo.org on their website and apply there. Thank you so much, Luisa, for your time today and for making time to join us and answering these questions. We're so proud of what you're doing. Keep up the great work. And just thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, Fabio.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Indiana Latino Expo Show.